Hi there, this is Jason Dunn from Digital Home Thoughts, and this is an unboxing. Well, this big thing here is the box. It's a little bit too big to unbox, so I'm going to get the box out of the way and get on to the item. The item in question is an HP tx2051 laptop, which looks like this. So this item is a little bit bigger than what we normally do unboxings for, so I'm going to see if I can do some decent camera work and let you see it. So I just got this item just a couple of days ago, and as you can tell, I haven't actually taken it out of the plastic yet. The unit itself is a 12.1-inch screened tablet PC with some very impressive hardware inside it. I'll just rattle that off right now to kind of get it out of the way. So inside this particular unit is an AMD Turion 64 X2, a TL66. Now that is a 2.3 gigahertz processor. Up on the HP website there is actually no option for the TL66. There's an option for 2.4 gigahertz and an option for 2.2 gigahertz, and I'm not entirely sure why the CPU they gave me isn't part of a config, but regardless, that's what is in the unit that they shipped me here. As I mentioned, it's a 12.1-inch screen, 250 gigabyte hard drive, 5400 RPM in speed, 4096 megs of RAM, so basically 4 gigs of RAM. This particular unit comes with Windows Vista Ultimate 64-bit, so it's going to be interesting for me to see what I think of Vista 64 since I'm not actively running it on any of my machines at the moment. I'll get into some of the other things that come in the unit when I actually do my video review of what I think about it. Like I said, this is just an unboxing and first impressions. It also has the standard wireless, 802.11a, b, g, n, so it has draft N, has Bluetooth, 8-speed DVD burner with double layer support, and all the rest of that. And we'll get into the other specifications as we walk through the actual unit. So I'm going to set this aside just for a moment, and what we're going to do is actually take a look at some of the other things that come in the box really quickly, because I know, of course, that most of this is not as exciting as the laptop itself. So HP gives you a chamois. Nice. That is actually a nice touch, because quite frankly, a lot of the time these laptops get very dirty. They give you a, let me just open this up here. This is actually a drive bay filler, so that means that this goes in where the optical drive would be. So I'm assuming then that means that this optical drive is removable, so if you want to save space, you actually pop out the DVD burner and put in this. Now, I haven't seen anything about an extra battery that would go in this slot, but if the DVD drive is removable, it's baffling to me, of course, why HP and other laptop manufacturers do not give you extra batteries. This is just simply information about the unit. Looks like they're giving me a painter, because of course it's a tablet PC. Some notes, system restore, coupons, blah blah blah. All pretty boring stuff. Now, somewhat more exciting, well actually for me, I always get excited about batteries, don't ask me why. So this is the extended battery. If memory serves, this is the 8-cell battery. Yeah, so they shipped me an 8-cell lithium-ion battery and a 4-cell. Now, strangely enough, up on the HP website, there's an option for an 8-cell, and there's also an option for a 6-cell, and I didn't see an option for a 4-cell. So I'm not sure if that means that the 4-cell comes with the unit, and the options I saw were for additional, but this is the 8-cell battery. It's a big old honkin' battery, and I'll slap it in a little bit later, and you can see how much it sticks out of the unit, but it is 73 watt hours, so there's no actual mention of the milliamps, but this battery has quite a bit of power to it, obviously. Although it's interesting, they're not as long as a lot of laptop batteries are. So we will just put that aside. Now, the other battery that HP sent me is the 4-cell. So this is just a little itty bitty battery that snaps in and doesn't actually hump out at all. Hump out, I don't know if that's the actual term, but that's what I call it. And this particular battery is 37 watt hours. So 37 watt hours for this little guy versus 73 watt hours. So the big one is more than twice as big in terms of watt hours. Set those aside. What we have here is, this looks like actually an extra antenna, or rather a Wi-Fi antenna, probably for an extender. Yeah, I'll have to look up exactly whether or not I need to use that, but essentially I'm assuming it's going to be for getting a Wi-Fi boost. Hopefully the Wi-Fi on this laptop is strong enough that I don't actually need to get a Wi-Fi boost. The power cord, very exciting, and the AC charging block. You know, again, this is something that I would love to see more advancements on. I mean, when you look at this is a lot to carry, right? This is a lot to actually have to take with you when you're traveling, and because it's meant to be a fairly small and portable notebook, I really wish there was more, you know, R&D development into making this stuff better. Now, that said, this is not an overly big charger. I would say this is about average for a laptop this size, but, you know, I'm sure HP, with all of its R&D budget, can come up with something better for power than this, you know, ugly mess. Set that aside, and that is almost it. I think about the only other thing we have here is we have the headphones, and unless I'm mistaken, let me just actually open these up, because it looks like there's, okay, yeah, so there is actually one set of headphones and a couple little extra puffy things here. It's a nice touch for HP to put in headphones, although I do see, sorry, I'm just going to continue to open these. Remember, this is the first time I've seen this stuff, so I haven't actually figured it out. Oh, I see, yeah, so there's actually a volume indicator on here. Actually, I can't tell if it's an indicator or, oh, I see, it's just extremely stiff. There we go, now it's actually going back and forth. So this is a volume slider, so you can control the headphones. So, of course, most of these headphones tend to be pretty junky, but I will see what HP gives me and see if they're any better than my Ultimate Ears headphones. And then the very last thing we'll take a look at here is the remote control. So it's very, very tiny, which is actually really cool. I believe this slides into the PCI Express slot, but I'm not 100% sure. I will crack it open and have it ready to go when we bring back the laptop. So, tiny remote.